Bar owner takes controversial stand that draws huge backlash. When Darren Burchill opened My Old Kentucky Foam in 2018, he hoped the bar would be a gathering place for people of all ages. Combine a few craft beers, some delicious wood-fired pizza, and a couple fountain drinks for the kids, and his bar was on its way to being the talk of the town. But anyone who's ever run a business knows that even the most innocent-seeming moves can cause serious controversy. That's what Darren found out when he tried to support his community one day, but instead drew the ire of a customer with an axe to grind. When Darren hung a decoration in the window of his bar in the fall of 2019, he thought it would just be a sweet symbol that might make people smile. It turned out someone had an entirely different reaction. See, back in September, Georgetown had instituted a fairness ordinance which protected LGBTQ citizens from discrimination. So Darren had hung up a rainbow pride flag in support. Just weeks later, he noticed a strange letter in the mail. Darren expected that the note might contain some constructive criticism about the bar's operations. They were just over a year old, after all. But when he opened the letter, he was stunned and immediately called his wife, Cynthia. And I got through the first 3 paragraphs and I said, "This is a hate letter, and I've never got one of these before. What did I do wrong?" Cynthia, too, was dumbfounded. He called me that night and said, "Well, we've gotten our first hate mail," recalled Cynthia. And I said, "First of all, I don't ever anticipate getting any, so I don't want to have a first hate mail." Then he read the shocking letter aloud to her. The note began with, "I hope this letter finds you well." So Cynthia expected some kind words of encouragement. By the time Darren had begun to read the second paragraph, she was speechless. The author was upset that the owners had hung the rainbow flag in their window. "I have real issues with the normalization of same-sex relationships," read the charged letter, "especially same-sex parenting." The author, who didn't sign their name, continued, "By hanging the pride flag, you are making a statement that your business also supports all the issues the flag represents." Darren kept reading. "I will no longer patronize your bar," warned the anonymous author, "and I will encourage others to do the same. Actions have consequences." By the end of the ominous letter, Darren and Cynthia were dumbfounded. The couple wasn't sure how to handle the letter. They were certain that they had made the right choice by supporting LGBTQ members of their community, but the note still shook them. "I don't like being bullied," said Darren. "I don't like telling other people that they should be discriminated against, or don't have as many rights as other people." So the couple made a bold choice. Since receiving the letter in October, Darren and Cynthia had kept it to themselves. But by the time the holidays came around that December, they knew they had to go public. They took to Facebook to share the letter with their community. My Old Kentucky Foam prides itself, our owners, our staff, and our patrons, in bringing a fundamentally open environment based upon one thing and one thing only: beer, began the post. "It matters not who you are, what you are, or how you identify yourself in the hallowed halls that are My Old Kentucky Foam," continued the post. "We invite all, even the grinchy letter writer and his/her/their friends, to enjoy." The reaction to the post was immediate. People in the community took to the comments to express their love and support. "Thank you for making everyone feel welcomed in your brewery," read one comment. "Even those who have closed their minds. People are being so nice and so gracious with their responses. It's very heartwarming to see, especially this time of year, during Christmas," said a friend of the couple. Some other local businesses also reached out and said they, too, had received the same letter but were hesitant to share it. But the outpouring of support from the community was all the encouragement they needed. "We're a brewery," said Darren. "We don't want to be some type of political specter where people are like, well, those are the folk that feel one way or another." And to Darren and Cynthia, their message was clear. "We are about serving good food and good drink to people and making them happy, no matter who you are, what you look like, where you come from. You are welcome here," said Darren. "And that includes the letter writer. Diminished prejudice and familiarity," he explained. "So we will introduce them to our place. Say, hey, you're welcome here." And just a few states away, another person was discovering how they could make a big social change online